Good morning, everyone. This is an interesting reading today, using the Tarot for Kids, which I'm really enjoying right now. Um, what I heard the question is, what would your father say if he was here to give you advice on this situation? So I don't know what the title is going to be because that's a little long, but this is advice from your father. If he was here, so some of you he might be gone, he might be passed. Some of you, he might not be physically passed, but might not be in your life. I don't know. But for some reason, I'm guided to get this message. What would your father say about your situation, about what you're thinking of, if he was here to guide you, to help you, to advise you today? All right, I've already created the piles. I'm going to open the energy and we'll get started. Here we go. All right. If you haven't picked your pile yet, you can pause the video and do so. But I'm going to get started with the first group. So the first group, this is what your father would tell you about this situation, okay? Group number one, what would your father tell you about the situation that's on your mind? The questions you have right now. What would his guidance or advice be to you? Okay. We have the moon and we have judgment. Okay. All right, so the moon represents the unknown, the mysterious. It represents the divine feminine. It represents the psychic intuitiveness. It represents the receiving mode. Okay, judgment is about being called. It's an awakening. It's about answering a call. So for group number one, I feel like you're asking, what am I being called to do? What is it? Now, ultimately, we know that the ultimate call is to love and be loved. However, what that looks like and how that plays out in this physical world for each of us is different, right? And some of us might feel called to do it on a global scale. Some of us might feel called to do it, on a personal scale. There's a lot of unknowns, right? With just in life in general, but the moon card represents that. Okay, because we're using this deck, I'm going to go to this card. It says, pay attention. Things might be a bit dark right now, but the moon means changes are on the way. It might be hard to see what's coming. You'll need to stay alert for signs of trouble and allow your intuition to guide the way. Sometimes the moon card indicates that you're feeling afraid. If you're worried about something, ask for help. Someone else might be able to shed light on what's really going on. And it says, what is one of your deepest fears? And then the judgment says, you know what's up. If you pull the judgment card, it means that you see the light. You know what's up at this time, as well as what's right or wrong. Trust your judgment. This card also indicates a chance to shine. If the spotlight is on you, take a bow. In some cases, judgment could mean the end of a phase in life. Know that the end will be final and just what you want it to be. And then the question here is, have you ever been afraid of being wrong? So I think that you're being called to face your fears based on what this deck in particular is saying with these two cards. And your fears of being wrong. Okay, so you're being called to face the fear of being wrong right now. That's what your dad is showing you. Maybe your dad was a person who was afraid of being wrong, didn't like to be wrong. Maybe that transferred to you. But you're being called. So this situation that you're facing right now, this situation that you're facing, whatever it is an opportunity for you to face your fears of being wrong. Wow. Okay, that feels heavy for some of us. Why is that so heavy for some of us? Because for some of us, it is our greatest fear, being wrong. And that's why it's, you don't know what you're being called to do. You're paralyzed. I hear you're paralyzed in doing what you're being called to do because you don't want to do the wrong thing. You're afraid that you are going to choose the wrong path, do the wrong thing, be, start down, whatever it is, that whatever you're afraid of being wrong about what you're being called to do, about how you're meant to love and be loved in this world. That's what it is. So it's the fear of being wrong that is holding you back from seeing and knowing what you're being called to do and receiving your purpose. It's the fear of being wrong. That's what your Father wants to tell you. Okay. We're getting a postcard from Spirit. So for those of you whose fathers are in the spirit world, this is from your Father. If your Father is not in the spirit world, this is still from his spirit, okay? If he's not present in your life. So, I'm hearing to cut. Okay, here we go. All right, it says, you are divine beauty. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of Spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. So some of you might get, reminded of your Father when you see a rainbow for some reason, since that's coming out. But what I'm hearing from that is act as if you're right. Stop being afraid of being wrong. Assume that you're right. Assume that you know. Assume that your intuition is correct. That your knowing is correct. That you are correct in the choices you make for yourself. Even the ones that lead to, what did it say? Even the ones that lead to chaos, right? In your life. It's temporary, you'll get through it, but you weren't wrong to make those choices, okay? Doesn't make them wrong. Sorry, I had to take a deep breath and blow that out. So, group number 1, face your fear of being wrong. I feel like some of that fear of being wrong comes from your Father. And so your Father wants to apologize for his part in that. Perhaps when you were a child, he made you feel wrong. Or perhaps when you were a child, he made you feel like it wasn't okay to be wrong. Like you had to be right all the time. Like you had to get 100% on your exams. Or you had to, just be right. You couldn't be wrong. That was, maybe because he was afraid of being wrong and he didn't like being wrong. He transferred that to you and made you afraid of being wrong. So for some of you, that's the case. He wants you to release that. Release that fear. He wants to tell you you're never wrong. You're always right, and you're always choosing what's exactly right for you in the moment. Even if it brings you difficulty, it wasn't wrong. There are difficulties on our paths. It's how we grow and evolve. I know you might be tired of hearing that. You might want to shift to a new way, and we are doing that as a collective and as individuals. But don't negate and don't make yourself wrong for the choices you've made in the past that have brought you difficulty. It's okay. They were right for you at the time. They brought you growth. They brought you inspiration. They brought you knowledge, experience. I know it sounds so cliche, but they made you who you are today. All right, is there anything else your father wants to say about the situation that you're thinking of in particular? Okay, they want to use this spirit message deck. Okay, the first one that came out was gratitude. It was on the bottom of the deck and they made me see it. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. Okay, they want you to hear this. They want you to hear this. They want you to start a gratitude journal. Okay? If you haven't started a gratitude journal already, it's time to start one. And they want you to really, really hear this message. They want me to put it right up here. They want you to really hear this message. Okay? So, if you haven't started a gratitude journal, or if you started one in the past and left it, your father is saying, do that. It's an important step. It's an important thing to do. Okay, and then stand your ground. Standing your ground is empowering, confidence building, is an empowering, confidence building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Okay, so this to me is about setting your boundaries and standing your ground with your boundaries. Knowing who you are, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing that you're not wrong, okay? So this is important about the fear of thinking you're wrong. You're not wrong when you set boundaries. You're not wrong when you stand your ground, okay? That's believing in yourself and knowing you are right and doing what's right for you. And so your father is encouraging you to stand your ground, okay, right now in this situation, whatever it is. Be grateful for what you have, but stand your ground when, in what you want, okay? Some of you might want more peace in your life. Some of you might want more joy in your life. Some of you might want more gratitude in your life. Okay. Is there anything else for this group that you want me to deliver? There's one more of these cards. Okay. It's coming. We just have to be patient, I hear. Sometimes it's hard to get the cards out. Okay. There's 2 cards. Yeah, okay. Put down the burden with the 10 of Wands and the World card. Okay, so let me just put these here. And I'm going to read from the book because we're using this deck in particular today. And see what it says in the book for these cards. 10 of Wands. You're almost there. When you see the 10 of Wands, it means that you've almost reached your goal, but there's still more that needs to be done. It might feel like the work is never ending, but stay with it. Soon you'll be celebrating a hard-won success. The rewards will be sweet because you earned it. In some cases, this card might mean that you're feeling overloaded. If you've taken on too many responsibilities or projects, see where you can lighten the load, okay? The question here is, what will it take to reach your goal? So you're almost there, is what your father is saying to you. And then the World card. You've reached your goal. So this is happening in the same moment, okay? You're almost there and you've reached your goal. And it's, you know, this is saying, what will it take to reach your goal? And then you've reached your goal. So interesting. All you had to do is know that you're almost there and identify what will it take to reach your goal. And let go of the burdens that are keeping you, which is facing the fear of being wrong. That was the burden, I believe. Okay? So it says, when the world shows up in a reading, it indicates success has arrived, you reached a goal, scored a touchdown, or finished a chapter. This marks a grand finale and a moment before you begin something new. Be proud of how far you've come. You did it. In some cases, this card could indicate a graduation or world travel. So what goals have you completed recently, and what's next? So it's showing us the cyclical nature a little bit too, right? So you're almost there. What does it take to reach your goal? You identify that you reached your goal. You acknowledge that you've reached your goal, and then you think, what's next, right? So it's all there in the same moment. In doing some work that I have done in the past, we identified that, you know, the choice and the outcome, and it's funny, when I was shuffling for these two cards, I heard it was something about the outcome. But the choice and the outcome are in the same moment, okay? The minute you choose, the outcome exists, right? But we like to stretch that time in between choosing and receiving the outcome. We like to stretch it out for some reason. I don't know why. But we like to stretch it out sometimes. But the truth is, the moment you choose, the outcome is right there, okay? So what I'm hearing is, the burden that you've had that you needed to put down is the fear of being wrong. When you put down the fear of being wrong, you won't need to stretch things out so much between the choice and the outcome. That's why we stretch it out, in case we're wrong, so we can back out of our choice. That's what it is. Interesting. This has taken years for me to understand. So yeah, we stretch out. The only reason we stretch out between choosing and receiving the outcome is because we have self-doubt and we're afraid of being wrong, and we want to push the outcome further ahead so that we have time to change our mind if we think we're wrong. So it's self-doubt, it's the fear of being wrong that prevents us from choosing and receiving in the same moment. Okay? That's what they want to tell you. Awesome. That's your reading, group number 1. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye for now. All right, group number 2. Let's see what advice or guidance your father has for you regarding the situation that's on your mind right now, okay? So what would your father say about the situation that's on your mind right now? For group number 2, lots of deep breathing in this one. Here we go. For group number 2, what does your father have to say about the situation that's on your mind right now? Change. Okay, you're facing a change. Now, we are using these cards for a reason, so before I channel anything, I'm just going to go right to this card, change. Okay, change. Where's change? It's number 13. Let me go back. So interesting. I believe this is... Let me find it here. Change it. I believe in the traditional tarot, this would be the Devil card because it's 13. So the way that they present it in this tarot for kids is change, which is really cool. Okay. A change is on the way. Nothing lasts forever. Things are always changing. Even you are different now than you were a year ago. Think about how much you've grown, physically and emotionally. This card signals a change is on the way. Something is coming to an end to make way for a new beginning. Don't be afraid of the changes that are happening within or around you. It is all good. Oh, this is death, not the Devil card. That makes sense. Sorry. What changes would you like to make in your life is the question that comes with this card. Okay. So yeah, this is the Death card. Change, transformation. One thing ending and something else beginning. So your father is telling you that this situation is the end of something old and the beginning of something new. Don't be afraid. It's all good. Okay? Let's see what else he has to say. The wheel of fortune. So okay, it's a destined change. It's part of your destiny for sure. But let's see what this says in this deck. Okay, the wheel says your luck is changing. The wheel indicates that a positive change is on the way. Your situation is about to improve. If you've been struggling, a lucky break may arrive. Doors are opening for you. Nothing stays down for long, and you're about to go up. Okay? So, question, when have you experienced luck? They want you to focus on times that you've experienced good luck. But this is, the change is positive. It's the end of something old, the beginning of something new, and the change is good. And this is saying it again. Your luck is changing. It's a positive change that's on the way. Okay? So your father really wants you to understand this. This is a good thing, whatever's happening. Whatever is ending, it's making way for something new that is very good, very positive. Okay? So your father wants you to understand that and know that. Okay? There it is. Oh, Knight of Coins. Okay, so it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, this change. Okay, because the Knight of Coins is the slowest in the deck. Slowest card in the deck. so you're probably like, thinking, when is it going to happen? When is it really going to happen, right? Okay, so what this deck says is stay the course. When you see the Knight of Coins, it means that you must plant your feet on the ground and stay the course. Slow and steady will get you to the finish line. Taking your time will ensure that you do a great job as you reach the goal. This card also favors a practical approach to problems. Look for the way that makes the most sense. Sometimes this card can indicate a loyal friend. They will be there when you need them the most, okay? Question that comes with this card is, what is the most common sense approach that you need at this time? All right, so yeah, stay the course. The change is coming. Stay the course. It's good, Don't try to resist this change. Don't try to change the change, right? Because I know that something is ending, and maybe it's hard to let go of that. And that feels sad in some ways, and you might be wanting to resist this change and the letting go of whatever that is. But let it go. It needs to transform into something new and something very positive, okay? And it's been a long time coming. They want to recognize that. All right. Now we're going to use these postcards from Spirit. Let's see what else your father has to say to you about this. Now this is your father's spirit, whether he's here in the physical world or not. It's your father's spirit that is talking to you, okay? Okay, I keep seeing the You Are Magic on on the cards as I'm shuffling them. So I'm just going to say that you are magic. So, and the magician is, you know, he transforms and transmutes energy. So you are transforming and transmuting this energy, whatever it is. You're doing it. Okay. Celebrate life. You have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all of the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows that you need to experience what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are, paradoxically, one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. It's the ego self that doesn't want this change to happen, okay? Listen to your soul. Check in with spirit. Keep going. Stay the course. Spirit loves you. Life loves you. We love you. Yes, okay. So you might be experiencing a sort of ego death. That might be what's happening here. So sometimes, you know, when we experience an ego death in our life, things seem to fall apart. You know, the things that our ego is attached to seem to fall apart. And it's a very challenging time. It's a very challenging time, you know, because we're stripped of all the things that our ego, you know, gathered around us in order to prop it up. And then we're left, you know, they say, you know, bury your soul. We're left bare with our soul. And that can be difficult. It can be a really difficult time. So I understand if your ego is resisting this change, but they're saying you have a unique purpose and destiny. Okay, and that's the Wheel of Fortune, is destined. It's a destined change, right? I said that. It's a destined change. It's a positive change, but it's a destined change as well. So if you're facing some situation that is stripping away everything that your ego is attached to, and your ego is wanting to, you know, turn around and go, nope, sorry, I don't like that. Let's not go there. You're being advised to stay the course, right? Keep going, stay the course. This is a positive change no matter what your ego says to you, okay? Now, that didn't take long. Okay, light. Imagine yourself being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Okay, you are a light in this world, okay? And whatever is happening in this situation that you're thinking about is to remind you of that ultimately you are light. That is who you are. You're not your ego, okay? You are light. Remember how vibrant you truly are. Is there anything else you want me to say to this group? This change is destined, and it is bringing you to this place of remembering how vibrant you truly are. It is bringing you to this place of understanding who you truly are, and you are light. I feel like they want one more of these cards, okay? The one in my hand, okay? You are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Though all the sadness and loneliness, however, or through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So through this transition period, this transformation, you might have felt alone, you know, because often when the things that our ego's been attached to start to fall apart, some relationships fall apart, some friendships go away, you know, you might feel very, very alone, and you might get sad and depressed. And in that sadness, you might even forget that, you know, your spirit's family is there with you. So they want to remind you that they are here. They're here with you, okay? They want you to remember that. All right. Oh, so they wanted me to get this deck and get one more card, and I turned it over, which I don't often turn them over. So if I turn them over, it's for a reason. And look, the star card was right there. Okay, this is your wish being fulfilled, is what is happening with this card, with this change. This is wish fulfillment. This is bringing you to wish fulfillment. Okay, so don't resist it. Okay, so the star card in this deck says, hope for the best. When you see the star, know that things are improving. Even if life has been hard as of late, a silver lining is close at hand. Soon you will feel the positive. A wish may be coming true. The star could also mean that you'll be getting recognition. You might be the center of attention for something you've done. You are a star. You are light. You are a star. Okay? The question that comes with this card is, when do you feel the most inspired? Focus on what inspires you the most. When do you feel the most inspired? Focus on that, okay? That's what they want you to focus on right now through this change. What is inspiring you? Remembering you're the light. You are a star. You know, you are of the stars. And this is a positive change, and it is to bring your wishes to fruition. And it's destined. Okay, so your ego might be fighting it. You know, choose to release that ego. It's served you. It's protected you. It's done great things for you. You know, I'm not negating it. I don't want you to deny it. But it's time for your ego to let go and let you move forward as the true and beautiful light that you are in this world. All right. That is your message, group number 2. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye for now. All right. Group number 3. Let's see what your father's message is for you. Okay? What does your father have to say about the situation that is on your mind right now? Group 3. What does their father have to say about the situation that is on their mind right now, at this moment in time? They want me to cut, okay? Okay, and we're doing the thing where I take, okay, we have the 9 of Cups. That's a beautiful card. Let's put that here. And then we have this one, the Ace of Coins. Cool. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. Top 3 cards on the piles. All right. So this is what your father wants to say about this situation. Okay. I'm going to go to the deck because I'm being guided to use this deck. So I'm going to go to the book. Oh, 9 of Cups. Yes. Your wish is coming true. The 9 of Cups is the wish card. When it shows up, it's time to make a wish. You can write your wish down in a journal or tell someone. Know that the thing you want the most is on its way. This card also means satisfaction. It's that feeling of happiness when it's that feeling of happiness when you have what you want or when you've done a great job. This could also represent trophies. You're a winner. That's because of the children thing. But so what is your deepest wish right now? So your father is telling you that whatever this situation is, your wish is about to come true. You know, so just wish for what you want. Okay, wish for what you want. So if the situation isn't what you want, make a wish, write it down, tell someone, whatever, however you do that. But make a wish for what you want, okay? For the change you want, for what it is that you want, okay? Now we have the Ace of Coins. Let's see what that says. A gift is offered. The Ace of Coins means a gift or a reward is on the way. You may receive a present, a sum of money for your birthday, or an allowance for a job well done. Remember, this is for kids, right? This could also indicate a new financial opportunity, for example, starting your own business. Money is on the way. Be grateful and enjoy this abundance. So the question is, what opportunities are available to you right now? So your wish is coming true, and a financial, monetary gift is coming your way. Okay? So whatever the situation that you're going through, whatever it is actually bringing some very positive things your way. So that's the good news, right? And then the Knight of Wands, pursue your passions. The Knight of Wands says, go for it. Take a chance. A new adventure or direction is on the way. Don't hold back. Go forward and see what you might discover. You know where the road might take. Who knows where the road might take you? This card can also symbolize an exciting newcomer or a time when you need to get creative. So what adventures are calling you? Okay. So whatever this situation is, and I don't know what it is for you, it is saying, make a wish. It's going to come true. You're going to be supported financially to pursue your passions. That's what I'm hearing in a nutshell. So this situation has arisen for you to get very clear about what you want so that you can make a wish, and then the universe is going to support you financially, materially, as you pursue your passions. That's what your Father wants to tell you right now. Okay? So whatever the situation is, it's to help you get this clarity so that you can make this wish. Okay? This card wants to come. All right. Hidden treasures, it says. Okay, since you're on Earth, dearest you, since you are on Earth, you understand how buildings are built, yes? A good solid foundation and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it is an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Yes, okay, this wish fulfillment, this wish that you make will repair all of those cracks, okay? And create a strong foundation that you'll be supported, okay? Do this and know that you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come visit. We're so happy for you and intrigued by what you're building. So yes. So whatever is going on in your life, it's to show you the cracks in the foundation so that you can get very clear about what it is you want to fill those cracks with, make the wishes, be supported, have a strong foundation to pursue your passions, okay? I hear it's time to stop settling, okay? So I feel like this group in the past has settled for something less than what you wanted, okay? And those are the cracks in your foundation because you settled for something less than what you truly wanted. You were afraid to make this wish. You were afraid that it wouldn't come true, and your Father is here to tell you that it will come true, okay? It's time to repair those cracks. Oh yeah, look at this, self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Yes. So yeah, you've settled for something that is less than what you wanted because of those self-sabotaging, voice, that self-sabotaging voice that says, you can't really have that. It's too good to be true. No, there's no way you can have that, right? So those are the cracks that are in your foundation that are going to be repaired now, Okay, the cracks have been exposed, I hear. You've seen the cracks in your foundation very clearly, and it's time to fill them by making the wish that's in your heart that you've always been too afraid to make because you didn't believe it could come true. Okay, no one else has caused this in your life. No one. It's your inner voice that derails you. Okay, it's your self-sabotaging ego. Actually, you might want to watch group number 2. I think it was, but it's a self-sabotaging voice that has created the cracks in your foundation that caused you to settle for less than what you wanted, and it's time to repair that. Your father is telling you. Okay, make your wish, believe that it will come true. Okay, and receive the gifts that the universe and spirit world have to give you in order for you to pursue your passion. All right, and now we're going to get one more of these cards. Keep going. Okay. There it is. Oh, strength. Look at that. Strength. Beautiful card to come out. Beautiful. Beautiful card. Okay, let's see what this book says, because we're guided to use this. You're brave. You've got this. The strength card is a reminder that sometimes life isn't easy. When things get challenging, you must be brave and strong. Do not give up. You'll overcome the problems if you persist. If you are not sure you can handle a situation, get help. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is ask someone to help you out. All right? The question is, when have you felt strong? But you've got this, is what's coming across. Very clear. You've got this. You can fix those. You can repair those cracks. You can fill those cracks. You can make this wish. You can believe it's going to come true. You've got this. You have that strength. Okay? And the lion, they're calling out the lion. So that reminds me of Leo energy. That's August. The portal, the 8-8 portal this year is very, very strong because it's August, which is 8. It's the 8th, which is 8. And it's 2024, which adds up to an 8. So it's a 888 portal on August 8th. So they just want me to call that out for you. All right, for this group. Is there anything else that your father wants to say to you about this? No, they want me to end it with, you've got this. You've got this. All right. That's your message. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.